Hey guys, welcome back to Joanne's Learning Hub. This is the first video in the series How to Get A Star for your practical exams for IGCSE ICT 0417. In this video, I'll be focusing on document production by using the software MS Word. This will particularly help those of you who are giving your IGCSE ICT practical examinations. So let's begin. Microsoft Word is a word processing program that allows the creation of simple and complex documents. A word processing document is a piece of written, printed, or electronic matter that provides information, evidence, or even serves as an official record. So, when creating a document, it's important to think about the target audience, the purpose, and the matter which you will include in your document to suit its purpose. After finishing the document, it's also important to check for accuracy and proofread the document. So how do we create a new document in MS Word? We go to File, click on New. So MS Word offers a range of different formats from which we can choose from. For now, I'll be choosing a blank document. So you click on blank document and the blank document opens up on which we can create something new. As you know, MS Word offers a range of different features in its ribbon like the Home, Insert, Draw, Design, Layout, References, etc. So if we go to the Layouts tab, we can click on the Page Setup dialog box launcher where we can adjust the page margins, orientation, size, and even the columns. So over here you can see that it is adjusted to centimeters. You can even change it to inches if necessary. So to do that, we go to File, then go to More, Options, then click Advanced and scroll down to Display. And over here you can see that it's adjusted to centimeters, but you can change it to inches, millimeters, points, or picas as stated in the question. You can also adjust the page orientation from here between portrait and landscape, and also adjust the number of columns you need by clicking more columns. So here they're giving the option of 1 column, 2 column, 3 columns. If you need more, you can type the number here. You can adjust the column width and you can change the spacing between the two or more columns. So if we want to make it to 1 centimeter, you type 1 in the spacing and then click OK. So if you click on columns back again, it will show you 1 centimeter spacing between the columns. So now I'll be giving an overview of the coming concepts using this sample document which I've taken from the IGCSE ICT specimen paper of 2023. So beginning with the header and footer. So the header is a space between the top of the page and the top margin. So if we double click on this space, we'll get the header and footer option. So we can click on header and it can give you option of just a single header or one with 3 columns, which is one which we usually use to give your name, center number and the candidate number. The footer is a space between the bottom of the page and the bottom margin. So again we can give the name, center number, candidate number. We can choose if we want the 3 column one or just a simple one. We can also give the page number. So we go to quick paths, click on field, then we search page. So we can choose the format 123 and click on OK. So it will give us the page number. Now if we want the date and time, we'll click here. So So it will give us the format which we want, so we'll choose this one for now. So we click OK. So this is the date. You can also click on the path you want, display the file path by clicking on document info and click on file path. So it will give us the path of our file. Moving on to our next topic, which is house styles or corporate house styles. So most companies and organizations have a corporate house style which can be seen on their products, their business cards, their advertising, websites, and even their company vehicles. So what is the purpose of this house style? First of all, it maintains consistency. It also helps to save time in planning, setting up, formatting and creating their documents and other materials. It helps to support brand recognition and also reduces the risk of mistakes in documents such as typing errors. So if we need to modify the styles, we can go to Home, and over here in the styles, click on the dialog box launcher, and we'll get the list of the different styles which are present in our document. So if we want to modify an existing style, for example, if I want to modify the title style, I'll click on this and click on modify, then edit. We can edit the name, then decide how the style is based on, then we can change the font style, the font size, make it bold, italics or underline, make it aligned to the left, right, center or even justified. So this is left, center, right, aligned and then justified. And then we can even go on to modify the styles further by clicking on paragraph, where you can edit the indentation and the spacing. So you can change the spacing before and after the paragraph. You can make it 6, maybe 6 points before, 6 points after, and the line spacing you can make it single or it can be 1.5 or double, it depends. You can even change the indentation, and there is the tab of line and page breaks. Usually the widow and orphan control is put as a tick. So click OK, then click OK. So that's how we modify an existing style. So if we want to create a new style, we click on this button and then we can make a new name. For example, if I say this is a sample style, so the style type is okay based on default paragraph style. Style is based on normal. I want it maybe in Times New Roman. I'll put it to a size of 20. I'll make it bold and we'll make it centered maybe, and go to paragraph, indents and spacing, put single line spacing. I prefer it to be 6 point before and 6 point. Click on OK and OK. So you can see that the style changed because the cursor was here when I edited the style and created a new one. So if you don't want something like this to happen where the existing text is changing, it's better if you scroll down towards the end of the document and click on the last, where you can then edit the styles you need. Another phrase you may have heard about in Microsoft Word is the setting of gutter margins. So why do we use gutter margins? So if the document is supposed to be bound into a book or a booklet, then you need a gutter margin, which is basically an area outside the margin that is used to bind, which is glue or fasten the book together. So you can adjust this gutter on the left or top of the page depending on where you are going to bind the book. So how do we adjust or create this gutter margin? We go to layout and then open the page setup dialog box launcher. So this gutter option over here, we can change. For example, if I want it as 3 centimeters, and maybe I want it either on the left or maybe on the top, and then click OK. So the margin will be created where you can then bind the booklet. Earlier, I had said that MS Word keeps a check on the widow and orphan control. So what exactly is this widow and orphan control? A widow is the last line of a paragraph that appears alone at the top of a new page or column. So this which we can see here. So this is a paragraph of the conclusion. So its last line is at the top of the new page. So it's an example of a widow. Now orphan is when the first line of a paragraph appears alone at the bottom of a page or a column. Next up is lists, images and tables. Now lists in Word are relatively easy to make. Now this is a small list I've made of MS Word, MS Excel and MS Access. So if I have to make a bulleted list, we click near the paragraph, so click here, and then we have a range of bullets to choose from of different designs and symbols. We can also make it a numbered list either by choosing 1, 2, 3 or ABC. Moving to images. Now suppose I want to add an image over here and the image is already there in my PC. So I'll go to Insert, then click on Pictures and click on this device because it's in my PC. And then this is the image I need to take. So I click Insert. Then if we want to wrap the text around this image, you'll automatically get an option right here at the top of the image. So click on that and then you can adjust on how you want to wrap the text. So it can either be up and down or sideways like this. Now you can even resize the image over here. Either you type over here, make it a 3 centimeter image, and based on the aspect ratio it will increase, else you can take out and make it 5 and click on OK. You can also flip the image by clicking over here. You can either rotate it right or left, you can flip it vertically, and you can even flip it horizontally. And that's how we have wrapped our text around the image. Now tables. You must even make sure that lists and tables, even other objects like graphs, database and spreadsheet extracts are not split over 2 columns or pages. So this is a sample table I have here. You can see it is split between 2 columns. So I must immediately put enter and make it in 1 column only. So I think I'll have to reduce the size of it. So yes, so now it's in 1 column altogether. And if we want to create a new table, so over here this table is already there, so we can edit it by right clicking it. We can make it all borders, then or maybe put it as outside borders. We can edit the table and even the text inside. Else if we want to make a new table, we can click in the position we want the table, then click on Insert, Table, whole new table altogether, deciding on the number of columns and the rows we want. So if I want to add a new column or a row, we can click on insert, right click, then insert, and then either insert cell, rows, above, below. And yes, that's all that is there for lists and tables and images. To summarize, we have covered most of the necessary topics to get you through with A stars for the IGCSE ICT document production task of paper 2. Now, I would suggest you all to practice the specimen paper of 2023 as well as previous year's papers for better understanding of MS Word, which is covered in the syllabus. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any doubts, do post them in the comments below. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, as it will encourage me to keep posting more informational videos. Next up in the series will be MS PowerPoint.